Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan B. Butler. This time we deviate from the US, which happens often enough that maybe I shouldn't even say it anymore, but also deviate from Star Wars itself into something we've seen a lot on this show that is part of my Star Wars Home Video Library, which is Spaceballs. But we're going to do so in a very unusual way here. This is not just another reissue of the same discs in the US that we've seen over and over and over again that I'm sure you're sick of here on the show. I know I'm sick of picking them up, but I just have. It's a compulsion. What can I say? This is one that was interesting that I found on eBay that I was looking at myself, and while I had it on my watch list, Matthew Hardesty also pointed out, like, hey, bet you don't have this one. And sure enough, I didn't, but I was already watching it. And that is something coming out of Turkey. So we're going to see Spaceballs here on a format we haven't seen before, from a region we haven't seen for Spaceballs before. You might recall that for Star Wars, one of the things we looked at for Turkey was the prequel trilogy in these Turkish-dubbed VCD releases. We saw Phantom Menace, we saw Attack of the Clones, and we saw Revenge of the Sith. And in seeing those, one of the things that we also saw with them was the fact that the company that put those out, Tiglon, also did DVD releases, for example, from Turkey. This is that weird one from 2006 that looks like it should be the 2005 version from over here, but inside it's the 2006 releases over there. They had kind of a hybrid version there for Turkey, but Tiglon was doing all of them. Well, it turns out that Tiglon, aside from doing both VCD and DVD over in Turkey, also did not just Fox releases, but MGM releases as well. Which means Tiglon, the same company that did the dubbed VCDs of the prequel trilogy, also did a dubbed version on VCD of Spaceballs. Try to keep the reflection off of it there somewhat. So very much like a lot of the ones we saw in the US, you have your cast up here, then the title, which would be Spaceballs. In this case, you've got Spaceballs here in English, a little bit smaller off to the side. That artwork similar to that collector's edition, a widescreen version on DVD. You have a quote there from the Los Angeles Times, translated into Turkish except for where it says Los Angeles Times. Interesting. And then over here in the corner, that same note there that this is Turkish dubbed with VCD as a symbol down here in the corner. Over here, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer going across. If you just kind of angle it, you can see it says Tiglon in here because, again, that is the company. It does have the MGM logo very tiny up here at the top. There's your spine there. MGM, the title in Turkish, the title in English, and then Turkish dubbed. The back is going to have all Turkish here, but it's got a Roger Ebert quote of some kind, text about the film, cast crew information here, MGM, in this case, MGM Home Entertainment, and then you've got legalese, Tiglon, again, same company here, and your stats and whatnot down there at the bottom. This is a 2-disc set, as you would imagine. You take out the little insert, there's the art on the opposite side, advertising on the inside that specifically points out Fox and MGM releases here. No other Star Wars releases or anything like that on here. This came out in 2004. That will matter in a moment. Disc-wise, here is disc 1. So we've got MGM up here, Spaceballs in Turkish, Spaceballs in English, disc 1, Tiglon, legalese around the edges, product number down there at the bottom, an image similar to that cover art. This is one of those ones that has the little, like, arm here. So there's your other disc. The back just has the company logo there for MGM, all English stuff there. Disc-wise, though, the same, except it says disc 2 here. What's interesting, though, is if you pop this in, all right, so number one, it is Turkish dubbed. So it's interesting to watch the film, but the only audio option is Turkish dubbed. It's a VCD, not a DVD, right? The opening crawl is in English, because it's sort of part of the gag is to have it the way that it's designed. But it is read out loud by someone as a narrator in Turkish. And interestingly, because this is a release that comes from Tiglon that has MGM and Fox, so they do look similar to what we saw with the prequel trilogy, that also means that there's an advertisement for the 2004, this was 2004, the 2004 DVD release in Turkey through Tiglon of the original trilogy on DVD. Same set we'd see throughout the world. The Turkish version of it gets advertised before the film. And just like with VHS, right, you pop it in and it plays before the film. It's just kind of part of the track here. And the advertisement, if I'm remembering correctly, is entirely in English. It's just kind of a regular English advertisement, and then you go into the film, and the film is where the dubbing comes in. So yeah, for those of you who are Star Wars home video collectors who also include Spaceballs and also include international stuff within your collections, there's another out there. I'd never even thought to look for this. It was a fluke that I ran into it. I guess when they put it up, I think they included Star Wars in the name or the description, so it showed up on eBay as one of my searches for Star Wars VCD, which is usually just vinyl collectible dolls that pop up. But yeah, there is a Tiglon released Turkish-dubbed Spaceballs on VCD out there as well. A nice compliment to go with, again, the prequel trilogy from Turkey, if you've hunted those down as well. So not necessarily a unique item or anything like that. VCDs were very common in other parts of the world, just not in the US, for example. But definitely an unusual item to include if you are someone who collects Spaceballs as part of your Star Wars home video library. Or if you're just a fan of like Mel Brooks or something like that. It's out there. Just want to make you aware and show you that, yep, now it's in my Star Wars home video library. And hopefully that's the last new Spaceball stuff we'll see for a while, though this one gets a pass because it's an older release from another country, not yet another new release that just reissues the same stuff over and over again. Though honestly, with the way physical media is dwindling right now, I'm really kind of hoping for just maybe one more push of a reissue of Spaceballs or something, just for old time's sake, because it'd be sad to think that we've seen the last of the Spaceballs releases, wouldn't it? But I digress. Thank you for watching, and may this, well, Schwartz be with the home video viewers.